Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here is the High Priestess. This is wonderful. This tells me that you're waiting for an answer on something. This is some kind of insight or clarity. There's something concealed from you right now that you're waiting to hear back about something, or maybe somebody else is supposed to make a decision and you're kind of waiting for this answer. Yeah. The High Priestess is asking you to be open to whatever the answer is. Okay? I feel like this is probably something that we're worried about. We're biting our nails. We're anxious, because we want a certain outcome here, right? You're expecting things to go a certain way. You're hoping, at least, that things are going a certain way, right? I feel like there's something that's out of your control here. We're going to put something else around it. See, now we've got this 8 of Cups here. So it's like I can definitely tell that you're putting a lot of your feelings into this. There's a lot at stake here. And your happiness is really kind of dependent on this. Whatever that decision is from this other party, I feel like is really going to affect your experience of the world. And so we're really giving a lot of power to this situation where, whatever comes back is really going to determine how you feel about things, So I feel like we've put all of our emotional energy into this thing, and we're kind of hoping and praying that it goes our way. Because if it doesn't, I feel like there's this sinking feeling, like you don't even want to think about that, right? If it doesn't turn out in your favor. You know what I mean? Let's put the rest of the cards out and see what we've got. We've got a Knight of Wands, a Queen of Pentacles, a 10 of Pentacles, and a Prince. We have a lot of court cards here. And a Prince of Cups. We've got a 9 of Swords, a Princess of Pentacles, and another court card now with a Queen of Swords and a 7 of Swords. I think this is really a really good spread. I think the 7 of Swords is actually a very wonderful card to end with. Every card has light and shadow. Okay. And especially with the High Priestess that we start with, we're putting all of our eggs in this basket. And Spirit's trying to tell you, look, you're giving you're giving the power over your happiness to someone else. That their decision is going to determine how you feel. Right? And that's something that we've got to be aware of, that we all do this, right? We all put so much stock into something else that someone else is going to decide something, and that's going to affect my well-being, my experience, how I feel. Spirit's trying to point that out, okay? Spirit's trying to point that out. But I think Spirit is also saying that at the end of things, 7 of Swords, nobody can push you off of this path. I feel like this is you getting the answer that you want. Okay? And I think Spirit, it wants to convey that message to you that this is going to be a major victory. This is going to take you all the way to this earth energy that we see, the 10 of Pentacles, the best life. Right? But you've got to prepare yourself to be okay with getting some bad news now and again. Right? I think in this case, things are going to go your way. You're going to succeed, whatever it is that you're waiting for, the decision that is going to align with your purpose, that's going to be the outcome here. But Spirit's trying to also show you this, for next time. It's not always going to go your way, right? Things are not always going to work out in your favor. We have to be prepared for that, because right now it feels like we're very kind of vulnerable to what these other decisions are, what the energy coming in is. Okay, that our well-being, our feelings are in somebody else's hands. Okay, but in this particular situation, the outcome is going to be one where you are victorious. You are the one that is, you're getting your way, your will prevails in this situation. And these other obstacles, you're able to continue moving forward through this, okay? I don't know what you're doing. It feels like it's something to do with finances and money. Maybe it's a job or a career. Maybe you're applying for jobs or a promotion, or you're trying to start a business or something like that. But to have the 10 of Pentacles up here at the top, this is what we're hoping for. We really need this jackpot. This is we need this win. This is going to be a major victory in your life. And I think Spirit is saying, yeah, you're going to get it. You're going to be kind of biting your nails, and you're going to be anxious, and you're going to be really worried about it until the decision comes through. Excuse my voice. I don't know what exactly you're waiting for, but I feel like there's a lot of, look at all these court cards. We've got a lot of court cards here. This seems like it's a company or a group of people, maybe a group of investors. Maybe it is a lot of people that have to decide certain things before you can receive this judgment, this wealth, this whatever this big win is going to be. Okay, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And it's just going to go over here. We're going to put our very own Kelly Kapoor right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. All right. And if at any point you feel like you know what that card is, or you have a hunch, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. All right. We're going to do it together. We're going to make it a group exercise. Okay. Let's take another look around the room here. What I'm seeing is there's no major arcana energy here. There's no major card, right? These are all court cards and minor arcana cards. So what that tells me, not that Spirit has abandoned you, not that you are being left utterly on your own, but rather that this is a lesson that Spirit wants you to learn. Spirit wants you to be nervous about this. Spirit wants you to realize how significant this particular moment is for you. Because it feels like everything is riding on this. And Spirit wants you to really feel that. Spirit is like watching you pace circles around your house. There's the cat too. Watching you bite your nails. And thinking you need to be aware of how much power you've given to this particular thing. Whether it's a person making a decision, whether it is maybe you bet it all on black and the roulette wheel is going around and you're just like, oh gosh, this is either going to make it or break it for you. Yeah. Spirit wants you to be aware of that. With the Seven of Swords at the end here, I feel like Spirit is making you learn your lesson. Things are going to work out okay. We see this central sword in the Seven, right? And there's a lot of this other energy, a lot of these doubts, a lot of these variables. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here. But your will prevails. Your path straight ahead is going to work. Okay? And I want to make sure that's emphasized, that this is going to be a win for you. But maybe it's taking longer than we wanted it to. Maybe it's like the more time goes by without an answer, it's looking like it's probably going to be in the negative, right? That's kind of the worry that we have. It's taking a long time to decide. It's probably going to be a no, right? Spirit is kind of making the time drag by for you, right? It may only have been a couple hours. It may just have been yesterday, right? It feels like an eternity that we've been waiting. Okay. So we don't see any major arcana cards. We see some fire, which is that anxiety it's starting to brew in us. It almost feels as if, okay, this is not going to work out. We've got to think of another plan. Quick, quick, quick. Well, this decision hasn't come down yet, right? I don't know if this is a legal thing, if this is a financial thing or an investment, or maybe you bet it all on black at roulette. I don't know. But it hasn't been finalized yet. Nothing is official. So don't start changing things around yet. Don't start doing things. This is a very frantic, impulsive energy. This is like we feel as if we've already lost, and now we're behaving in response to that. But you haven't yet. And this is what Spirit's trying to show you through. You're observing yourself in this situation. It's meant to reflect back to you a lot of these truths about yourself. It seems to me like this is going to turn out in your favor. You are going to be victorious here. But Spirit wants you to see yourself. Take a look at how you're interacting with this situation. And allow this situation because what it's doing, it's bringing out a lot of these qualities in you in a very kind of very noticeable way. So it's making it really easy. It's emphasizing, it's highlighting these things in you that Spirit wants you to look at. Okay? But the point is really that you're going to get this 10 of Pentacles up here. This is your best life. This is the jackpot that you've been waiting for, right? And I think whatever this situation is, I feel like everything is aligning in such a way that you're going to get this 10 of Pentacles. Okay, but it's not without a lot of worry. And just with the 8 of Cups here and the 9 of Swords, there's a lot of worry. It's almost like you're already kind of tearing up your lottery ticket, but they haven't announced the numbers yet. You see what I mean? Don't freak out yet, because nothing has been decided. We've got to try to stay calm. We've got to try to trust in Spirit with the High Priestess energy here. But it's hard because we see that your mind and your heart are in a little bit of disarray over this. We're worried about it. We're fearful, really. We're kind of losing hope. The more time goes by, the clock keeps ticking, and we're starting to lose hope and faith here. That's what Spirit's trying to show to you. You need to keep having faith and hope. Yeah. Because all of this, we're suffering now. We're suffering a loss that hasn't happened yet. You see? And that's leading us to this impulsive energy that really is like, oh, I've got to respond to this. It's urgent. It's chaos. It's not yet. We've got to try to relax our heart and mind. Okay? I'm not sure who the Queen of Pentacles is in the past position here. This could be part of your energy that is that's kind of starting to assess everything that you did leading up to this moment and thinking, where did I go wrong? Where was the mistake? You know? And but again, we don't know that there was a mistake. You know, Spirit suggesting that everything's going to be fine. But you here, you're already looking back at the last, 6 months maybe, right? Trying to think of, God, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Where was the mistake? What did I do that ruined this whole thing? Calm down. Nothing's ruined yet, right? We're counting our chickens before they hatch in a real way here. So it's good for you to kind of debrief and assess the work and kind of look over all your decisions that you made. But don't let that bring you to any kind of impulsive changes or thinking that we have to go back and fix something or correct something. And it's like we're preemptively trying to fix something or remedy something that hasn't been diagnosed yet. You know, you're taking medicine before the doctor even tells you what's wrong with you. That sort of thing. Now, I'm not a doctor, obviously. But what is the 10 of Pentacles? This is what I'm curious about. This is your best life. This is your idea and your understanding of wealth. The real jackpot. Now, it's financial. Sure, it's money, physical health, well-being. This is a place to live. This is good food and water and shelter and all this stuff. What else is it? What else is does wealth mean to you? What else has value for you? Okay. And this is another thing that Spirit's trying to show you. Spirit wants you to take this Ten of Pentacles and really look at it. Really look at it. What is it for you? And maybe Spirit's asking us to reassess what things that we cherish, what things we place so much value in. You're placing, again, all of your thoughts and feelings are in this, that if this doesn't happen, it's going to be devastating. I think it is going to happen. But why would we be so devastated about it? What is it about this that has so much value and meaning for us? And I don't need you to tell me, and Spirit's not even saying that this is wrong. Spirit just wants you to look at it and ask yourself these questions. What has so much value for you that it is this kind of, feels like a life or death kind of thing, where our mind and our heart is in so much in so much despair and anxiety right now, in so much torment and turmoil over this thing that hasn't even been finalized, hasn't been decided yet. Okay. So we need to take a deep breath, I think. I think Spirit is saying that this is going to work out in your favor. Okay? That the obstacles, you're going to, maybe just by the skin of your teeth, you're going to get through this. But you see this gauntlet here, your sword going through that gauntlet of those 6 other swords, kind of trying to attack. You're going to make it through, but just barely. But it is going to work out in your favor. And it's really the name of the game is how we maintain our composure while we wait, right? Without doing anything rash. Well, that's part of the this card over here. See, this is water of air. This is air of water. This is where our emotions are we're wearing our emotions on our sleeve. That we're very visibly sweating here with the Prince of Cups. Very visibly sweating. And there's no doubt anyone can just look at you and they know what you're going through, right? And there's nothing wrong with any of this. It's not about right or wrong, good or bad. It's just Spirit showing us what we're doing, showing us a mirror, putting that mirror up in front of us. Okay. And we're mirrored here, right? This is air and water. This is water and air. So it's kind of inside out. So this is 2 sides of the same coin, these 2 cards. And this card is someone who does not wear their feelings on their sleeve, but is very much aware of what they're feeling, right? This is kind of, this is almost like, for this one, everything is going outward, and we're not seeing it. We're projecting everything onto the environment that we're not really seeing ourselves. We're just seeing everything that's out there, right? This is kind of the opposite. This is outwardly we might seem quite stoic and composed and calm and peaceful. Inside we have this awareness. We've taken the mask off of ourselves and we're able to see what's really going on with us, right? So one is going outward, one is reflecting inward. And there's so much going on within us that we are looking at now. But to the outside observer, no one really is the wiser, right? And maybe in this situation, this is going to be important for you. I don't know exactly what you're doing or what you're working on or what you're waiting for, but maybe the idea here is that you need to play your feelings a little bit closer to the vest. Maybe you don't need to be so obvious with what you're thinking and feeling. Because again, we're in this, and it really brings that phrase to mind, you don't want to let them see you sweat. Right? That's the phrase that Spirit's bringing to me. So whatever situation you're in, don't let them see you sweat. Your victory will come through your composure, see? Through your composure allows you to glide right through, maybe by the skin of your teeth, maybe just barely, glide through this gauntlet and get to your big win. This is a major victory, right? And this is going to take you all the way by realizing how we are behaving, acting, how we are thinking and feeling, what's going on within us. But that's no one else's business. See, over here, this is the way through it. And to realize this manifestation, the Princess of Pentacles, is the potential. This is that raw material. This is everything that could be. This is what we have. This is what we want. This is the picture that we have, the ideal, right? The refined details of our best life. This is all the raw materials. This is in the position of the environment too, right? The Princess of Pentacles. This is everything around us that we need. We need people to believe in us. We need people to follow our leadership. We need people to see a confident, knowledgeable person that they feel comfortable kind of saying yes to. You know, you go in for a job interview, if you're just sweating and nervous and all this kind of, you're freaking out, you know, in the room, they might pass on hiring you, right? It's okay to be freaking out, but let's be aware of what face we're putting out there, because we need to have the right interface. And the Princess of Pentacles is in the position of the environment. We need things from the environment. And so we have to understand that people are going to respond to the energy that we're putting out to them. Right? They don't let them see you sweat. If they see you sweating, they know you're nervous. They know that you're not confident, and they're going to be able to one up. They're going to be able to get their way or to win in this situation, whatever. I don't know if this is a job thing or what exactly it is, but it feels like there's a lot of competition or something. Yeah. And so we've got to be a little bit more guarded, a little bit more mysterious, because we are trying to secure the cooperation of other people. There are resources that you need. You need investors, let's say. So you've got to have this confidence and this upright energy so that they will feel confident investing in you, right? If they see you biting your nails and sweating and fidgeting and stuff, they might think, well, this doesn't seem like a confident person, you know. So I feel like in your case, you are trying to secure something from people around you. You know, it feels like we're trying to kind of like lock in some investors or something, right? It's kind of, that's what the image is that I'm getting. But it's something like that. It doesn't have to be exactly that. Something like that. And the way through this really is to understand what face we're putting forward. We need to be brutally honest with ourselves and really know what's going on within us. But we have to be mindful of what we are projecting out into the world and what kind of face you're wearing, right? Out in when we're doing this kind of work. See, the Nine of Swords, this is really kind of the idea that we're suffering a loss that hasn't happened yet. You know, it's that idea we're taking medicine where the doctor hasn't even diagnosed us yet. Well, that's ridiculous. Don't do that. Right? Always follow your doctor's advice. And this is really, it's kind of like needlessly suffering. Yeah. And it's suffering a loss that hasn't happened yet. Okay. I feel like it's not going to happen. I feel like this is going to take you all the way. Major victory here. And it's a victory that you've already kind of accepted your loss and your defeat, right? Don't do that. Right? Stay confident. Do the inner work. Maybe we need a hanged man here, really, is what we need. We need the easygoing, go with the flow hanged man who's just doing the inner work. And, I feel like there's something already set in motion here that there's really not a lot left for you to do but to just put on a smiling face and just, hope for the best kind of thing, right? But I still feel like there is something with the environment, resources, people. Spirit's telling me investors, that you're shaking hands with investors and trying to get them on board, get other people on board with something. Yeah? Let's look at that mystery card. Maybe this will be that hanged man. Yeah, I don't know. I think we need some sort of major arcana energy here, and if it is a major arcana, this will tell you the way forward. Okay. If you have a prediction, I want you to put it down in the comments. Let's see. Oh, it's a page of swords. Interesting. The Page of Swords is kind of, we have a little bit of that imposter syndrome, right? It's kind of the Page of Swords. It's we've seen this trope in all sorts of movies, and it's a very common thing of the novice, right? The one who is just kind of not confident with the sword and just kind of shaking, nervous, never been in a battle like this before. But then is able to just kind of, and is able to succeed, right? Triumphs over the enemy, and they're just like looking at their sword like, I don't know how I did that, And that's kind of the situation that I feel now. I feel like this is something that it's really big for you. And it maybe even is like you feel out of your depth, or you feel out of your element, I should say. Which makes sense if we think of the elements, right? Because we don't have a lot of fire. And Leo, you're a fire sign, right? We would want like more fire to show that you're really in your element, but we're in a lot of earth and water, to be honest with you, right? A lot of earth and water, and then of course the air. That's the air is the way through, and the air is the means by which we are communicating with ourselves and with the world around us. And it's kind of one of these, fake it till you make it. Don't let them see you sweat. Hold this sword. And stand your ground like you own the place. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing that can stop you. That you almost laugh in the face of danger, That kind of confidence, Even if inside you feel as if you've never been here before, you're out of your depth, out of your league, out of your element, all those phrases, And this is the way through. This is going to bring you forward. And it's kind of a common thing where we don't have the utmost confidence in our own abilities, not because we're incapable, but because we've never been in this exact situation before. So this is a really big thing for you. That's why this is a 10 of Pentacles at the very top. Major victory. This is all the way. This is everything for you. And I'm not trying to add to your anxiety, but this feels like a very life-changing scenario. And we feel a little bit kind of nervous. We're trembling a little bit. We just need to muster our inner fire, and we'll get through it. We might just barely make it, but we'll make it. And it's going to be well worth it. Yeah. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around for the extended, there's a link in the corner. There's one down below. New readings for Leo every Tuesday and Saturday. But I'm here every day. You can come see me again tomorrow. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Also, check out my wife's channel. She runs Ula Tea Leaf Readings. That's ULA Tea Leaf Readings. She does zodiac-specific readings for every sign, so you'll find something over there that will complement this. Check your sun, moon, or rising sign placements. Marvelous work she does over there. Ula Tea Leaf Readings. I want you to know, Leo, that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.